Please make yourself comfortable.
Welcome back for more. Let's play the Pandora Directive.
Know where you are?
This time, we're going to talk to him correctly so we don't get our head blown off.
In your office?
That's correct. You know who I work for?
This one will be the same thing.
Well, if it's about that student loan, I think you and I could work out a reasonable payment schedule.
This guy's a real joker, isn't he?
Psychopath.
Mr. Murphy, did you ever hear of the Graham Act?
Patriot Act.
That's an executive order that was enacted about 40 years ago when the United States was having trouble with terrorist groups. It gives our agency carte blanche when dealing with internal security matters. So don't dick with me, Murphy. I'll pull out my gun and blow your face off.
And we know he's not kidding. But like I said last time, 40 years ago in this game's time frame was roughly 2003. And we're talking about an act that gave the U.S. more leeway in dealing with anything they deemed a terrorist threat. This game was made in 1996. Scares me a little bit.
Well then, I guess you work for the NSA.
Bravo. Give the man a big cigar. Now to the next question. Do you know why you're here?
Are you trying to recruit me?
Well, let me refresh your memory. You remember the other night up on the roof? The man you threw off was an NSA agent.
I didn't throw him off the roof. I can't help it if you hire clumsy people.
Your actions contributed to the death of an NSA agent, not to mention the small matter of interfering with an NSA investigation. Now you've got 1 minute to tell me all you know, or you'll find yourself the latest victim of the Graham Act.
Well, let's not tell him the whole story.
A girl hired me to find out who was stalking her. I kept an eye on her place. I saw your guy in her apartment. I chased him to the roof. He pulled out a gun. He tried to shoot me. We struggled and he fell.
We've known for some time that high-level drug deals were going on at the Fuchsia Flamingo. That night, a shipment of euphoria was to be delivered. We had our agent at the girl's apartment to make the bust. Her life was never in any danger.
Yeah, we
You
believe that.
screwed up. I know that you're still holding something back. What is it?
Look, I didn't ask to get mixed up in this case. I'm just a small-time PI. And all I want to do right now is get out of your hair and go back to doing what people do when they're alive.
Well, that's it. There's nothing more you want to tell me.
And we have to do this. We don't want to, but we have to.
Oh, well, there is one more thing. Your agent found a small metal box at the Flamingo.
So you do have it. You should have said so in the first place. Now, do you want to tell us where it is?
Will you cut me a deal?
Oh, I'm not much of one for compromises, Mr. Murphy. Get me the box. I'll see what kind of mood I'm in.
And we've just got to, we've just got to hand it over.
I've got it right here. Take it.
So you beat us to the box. You impress me, Murphy. I'm going to do you the favor of a lifetime. I'm gonna let you walk. But if I catch you meddling in NSA affairs one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet right in your eyeball. Is that clear? Get this pukehead out of my office. I'll be watching you, Murphy.
Yeah. We weren't going to get out of there with the box.
Yeah, this is good. You can drop me anywhere along here.
We will.
Whoa! Lovely types, aren't they? Yeah.
The NSA thugs are courteous enough to drop me off back at the Ritz. When I get to my apartment, I notice the door is slightly ajar. The government boys probably spent some time in my office looking for the box.
What do we have here?
Hello.
I hope you don't mind. The door was open.
Well, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long.
Nice place you got here. Decorate it yourself?
No. My housekeeper just started on Prozac.
Have a seat.
Well, thank you.
So, aren't you gonna thank me?
You pulled my chestnuts out of the fire the other night, didn't you? I didn't get a chance to thank you because you left so quickly. I want to know why you did it.
Oh, I'm sure you have women doing all kinds of crazy things just to get your attention.
You don't know me very well, do you? When a woman pays attention to me, generally I'm so stunned, I don't do anything about it.
I doubt that very much. So you drink bourbon, huh?
Yeah, I can afford it.
Yamas.
Yamas. Sounds Greek to me.
That's Greek to everybody.
I knew that. So, Ms.
Madsen. Regan Madsen. But I'd prefer you call me Regan.
Okay, Regan. You can call me Tex.
That's not your real name. What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Aw, come on.
Sorry. I gotta know somebody pretty thoroughly before I come clean on that one.
Well, then, maybe you should get to know me pretty thoroughly.
Remember Chelsea, Tex.
So where's the box?
Box. Yeah, I got lots of boxes. What size do you?
You know what I'm talking about.
I do not.
You like to play games, Tex. So do I. What's your angle?
I don't have an angle, Miss Madsen. My business is my own. I don't have a partner, and I don't like small talk. You're a very beautiful woman. Extremely beautiful woman. But that doesn't make any difference as far as I'm concerned.
Good
Tough,
man, Tex.
too. I have a proposition for you. First of all, you should know, I didn't just stumble into this part of town by accident. I've been looking for somebody.
And who might that be?
Thomas Malloy.
I gotta find out about this guy. He knows all the beautiful women in town.
He's my father.
Oh.
I heard you were asking around about him, and I thought I'd see what you found out.
You said something about boxes.
Still playing the game? My father sent out several boxes lately. The NSA was closing in on him and he started to panic. I'm not exactly sure what was in the boxes or however many he sent out, but whoever finds all those boxes is going to come into an ungodly amount of money.
So what's your proposition?
I've already got one of the boxes. You give me the one you have, and I'll cut you in on the deal. Help me locate the others, and we'll have more money than you ever imagined. That's my proposition, plain and simple. You'll probably want some time to think this over. Why don't you call me at this number when you're ready to talk?
Something tells me that's not going to be your only proposition.
Don't lose that number, Tex. I think we'd make a perfect fit.
See?
Regan Madsen sure knows how to make a first impression. Of question is she on the level? There's no way to know if she's really Malloy's daughter or if she knows any more about the boxes than I do. I wonder if Fitzpatrick has any knowledge of the boxes, or Regan for that matter. There's a lot more involved here than just tracking down an old friend, and I'm right in the middle of it.
We have a call. And look who did.
Hey, I finally caught you at home. What's going on?
Oh, the usual. I've been shot at twice. I was called in for questioning by the cops and had an NSA agent threaten to blow my brains out.
All the things men say to impress their women. Hey, called to see how much you miss me.
Well, I'm missing you about as much as a hard-boiled PI can miss a dame.
Okay, He-Man. I'll let you get back to being bored and lonely without me. You know, I'm not going to be staying here too much longer. I should be home in a week or so. And I've got something that I think you're really going to like.
Oh, you are a cruel and heartless woman, Chelsea. Remind me never to buy you a set of handcuffs, unless you ask me.
Ooh, maybe I'll surprise you and buy my own. See you soon, handsome.
So that actually works out pretty well for us. That blinking message was just the message we got earlier. So. Well, now what do we do? We could call Gordon, see if he knows anything that's going on, but he won't have much for us. We could travel down to the police station and see if they know anything new, but they won't. Where we need to go? We need to go talk to Emily again. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Where we will meet him again.
Come on in. Glad you came by.
It's not something you hear every day. You
Any
text.
problems with the cops?
No. Nothing serious.
You want a drink?
Sure.
Bourbon. Straight up, right?
Right. How'd you guess?
Physiognomy. It's a hobby of mine. You can tell almost anything about a person by their facial features.
So I guess I have a bourbon face.
Something like that. Listen, Murphy, I've got to apologize for the other night. See, that note that Emily got shook me up pretty bad. Though, I didn't want her to know I was worried.
Well, don't sweat it. I guess I kind of have a distrustful face. Of course, that'd be your department.
Well, I do want to thank you. You saved Emily's life.
So she's okay?
She's pretty rattled. But she isn't hurt. You know, if you'd come in any later than you did. She's upstairs, sleeping it off.
I'm fine, Gus. I couldn't sleep anymore. Gus told me what you did. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, I guess we got pretty close, but I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks.
Listen, Emily, it's not too much trouble. I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Come on, Murphy. She's been through enough already. Cops grilled her last night. Let's let it rest for a while.
It's okay, Gus. I owe him. A couple more questions isn't gonna hurt me. Go ahead, Tex.
So, we have a much friendlier Gus and a very thankful Emily. Nope, we don't need to know much about her, but let's start with asking her the obvious.
The man who attacked you last night took something from your apartment. Looked like a small box. Do you know what it was?
No. I mean, I don't know what was in it. I couldn't figure out how to open it.
How'd you get it?
Well, Thomas sent it to me. I don't know why anyone would want
Thomas
it.
Malloy sent it to
How
her.
did it arrive?
Through some delivery service. It was wrapped in plain brown wrapper.
How'd you know Thomas sent it to you?
Well, I recognized the handwriting on the outside of the wrapper.
With that, I think I'm going to call it a video here. But when we come back, I will continue asking her a little bit more. So, see you then, folks. Take care, everyone.